Before you scroll away, listen to this. This message is not for everyone. But if you've been feeling lost, tired, or questioning your life, this might be the most important video you hear today. Right now, in the quiet of this moment, there's a weight you carry. It's not a physical weight. It's heavier. It's made of memories, of the words you wish you hadn't said, the chance you were too afraid to take, the trust you broke, the promise you made to yourself that you didn't keep. You've replayed that moment, that season, that decision 1,000 times in your mind. And each time, the story ends the same way, with your own voice whispering a label. Failure, screw up, disappointment. You see everyone else moving on, building lives, finding happiness, and you wonder, why am I stuck here? You're tired. You're tired of trying to outrun your own shadow. You put on a smile, you go to work, you do what's expected, but inside, there's this quiet, persistent voice that says, you don't get to be happy. Not after what you did, not after who you were. Everyone thinks you're fine, but you're fighting a battle with a ghost, a battle against a version of yourself that you've buried but haven't forgiven. You feel behind, like the past has put you in permanent last place, and the race of life is moving on without you. I need you to understand something critical. Life feels unfair because you are using an old, broken scorecard to judge your present. That scorecard only has one entry, the mistake. It doesn't have the lessons learned. It doesn't have the strength you've gained since. It doesn't have the compassion you now have for others who struggle. It's a record of who you were, not who you are. Listen to me. Your pain is not punishment. It's preparation. That guilt, it's the scar tissue of a soul that learned what integrity means. That regret, it's the proof you have a moral compass, that you know the difference between right and a better way. That shame, it's the friction you need to become someone you can finally respect. Motivation to forget your past will fade. It always does. The feeling of, I'm going to start fresh tomorrow, wears off by noon. But discipline, the disciplined decision every single morning to look in the mirror and say, that was then, this is now. The discipline to not let that old story dictate your next move. That doesn't fade. That builds. That becomes your foundation. The world didn't stop when you made that mistake. The sun rose the next day. Traffic moved. People lived. The universe was telling you something. This is not the end of your story. This is a turning point. You just didn't hear it over the sound of your own self-condemnation. This is where you must plant your feet. This is non-negotiable. You have to take ownership of the most powerful truth you will ever acknowledge. You are not responsible for the person you were, but you are 100% responsible for the person you choose to be today, right now. You can spend the next hour, the next day, the next decade blaming your past self. You can say, well, if I hadn't done that, then this would have happened. That is a prison of your own making. The door is unlocked. The only jailer is you. The past does not have a vote. It doesn't get a seat at the table of your future. It can only whisper from the other room. And you have the power to turn up the volume on your present, on the small, daily actions of a person you are proud to be. Did your past self break promises? Then today, your present self keeps one. Just one. Make your bed. Be on time. Finish the task. Did your past self act selfishly? Then today, your present self performs one quiet act of kindness. No fanfare. Just for you. For your soul. You rebuild a life the same way you rebuild trust, with consistent, small proofs of character. Every day that you choose action over apology, forward motion over forensic analysis of the past, you are casting a new vote for the person you are becoming. I want you to close your eyes for a moment. Picture two versions of yourself standing at a fork in the road. Version 1 stays on the path of, I am my mistakes. This person walks hunched, carrying that heavy weight. Their eyes are fixed on the ground, on the footsteps behind them. They see a new opportunity, but they think, I don't deserve that. They meet someone new, but they think, if they knew who I really was, they'd leave. Their life becomes smaller, quieter, safer, and filled with a deep, unshakable regret for the life they never dared to live. Now, picture version 2. This person takes a deep, painful, courageous breath, and they take that weight off their shoulders. They lay it down on the side of the road. It doesn't disappear. They can still see it. They remember it, but they are no longer carrying it. They stand up straight. Their eyes are clear, looking at the horizon. They feel lighter, stronger. They walk forward. When opportunity comes, they think, My past prepared me for this. When they meet someone, they connect from a place of wholeness, not lack, because they are not hiding a part of themselves. This person earns respect, most importantly, their own. They walk with a confidence that comes not from a perfect past, but from having faced their imperfections and deciding they were not the definition of their life. Which person do you want to be? The curator of a museum of your failures? Or the architect of your future? That ghost of your past, it has no power you do not give it. It speaks with a voice you are lending it. It haunts a house you are choosing to live in. Stop. Stop feeding it your energy, your dreams. Your now, you are paying for a debt you've already settled in tears and lessons. Look at how far you've come. Look at the strength you've forged in that fire. That person back there, they got you here, to this moment of reckoning. Thank them for the lesson, and let them go. You are not the same. You are wiser. You are more aware. You are more human. That is your power. Your messy, painful, beautiful humanity is your power. That past chapter is closed. The ink is dry. This page is blank. Your hand is on the pen. What does the next chapter say? Will it be another story about the last one? Or will it begin with 3 words? I am free. If this video spoke to you, don't ignore that feeling. Subscribe to this channel, because every video here is made for people who are ready to grow. People who are ready to lay down the weight they were never meant to carry forever. And comment below one word that describes how you feel right now. Hopeful, sane, ready, tired. Just one word. I read every comment. You're not alone in this. Your story is not over. It's just beginning.